Ave Satanis, Ave Lucifera, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave Queen Astaroth, Ave Lord Pazuzu, Ave Lord Beelzebub, Ave King Pazuzu, sorry, Ave King Asmodeus, Ave King Azazel, Ave King Asmodee, Ave Lord Vereen, Ave Lord Behelbegor, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave and hail to every one of my true brothers and sisters. And I mean that 100% or 666%. I don't just say it. When I say something, I fucking mean it. And I would hope that my brothers and sisters do the same. I want to give a shout out before I get into the video I was going to do. I want to do a shout out to, it's going to pour rain too, and I'm like fucking 20-minute walk from, like 15-minute walk from my house. Because I want to come down in a wooded area again, and do another video down there, providing there's nobody over there, no fucking teenagers or kiddies doing their thing. The fucking trees are growing up pretty quick though. I'll show you from the other day when I was, from about 2 weeks ago when I was here. I'll show you the trees and that. That's the maple trees. That's that maple I was showing you the other day. If I can get the leaf out, I'm not going to break it off. See it? That's a big fucking leaf. That's a huge maple leaf. And not the Toronto Maple Leafs either, because I was looking earlier at their stats online. The last time they won a Stanley Cup was 51 years ago. Like, come on. Like, you tell me a team can't win a cup in 50 fucking years? But then again, St. Louis won their Stanley Cup, and fucking mosquitoes are out down there, for shit's sake. Fuck. I'm fucking in up with fucking West Nile. Bullshit. I gotta light a cigarette. That's the only way I get rid of them. Is light a smoke. But anyway, that's not what I want to do the video about. Just give me a sec here. Fucking mosquitoes flying all over me. I'll end up with fucking West Nile virus. That's all I want is that bullshit. Wherever the fuck that came from to begin with. Wherever that came from to begin with. But, in saying that, West Nile virus aside, excuse me. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to two of my brother and sister of mine, and they are very true. They're anti-cosmic Satanists. To me, that's pretty much all the same thing, my honest opinion. Just as long as they're not LaVeyan. Just as long as they're not LaVeyan or fucking belonging to the temple of Satan, I got no issues, none. But I will say this much: the two of them are on Facebook. They're on different social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube. I don't know if they're on Twitter or not. I get no idea. Or Instagram, whatever. I don't know. But I know they're on Facebook for sure. They made me a statue thing. Not a statue. I can't say a statue. A plaque would be a better word. They made me a plaque about. Well, I got it about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago in the mail. It's a plaque of with King Asmodeus' sigil burned into it. Now I'll do a video on it, or I will show it in a video. Actually, that's best thing to do, because I don't have it out with me here. And it's about 12 inches by 10 inches. Maybe 14 inches by 10 inches. That's probably closer to it. But it is gorgeous looking, man, and I mean it is beautiful. So I'm going to, underneath my plaque, when I do a picture of it, okay, and a video of it, underneath my plaque, I'm going to write down the Obviously, I'm going to put their names and underneath it. They both have the same profile and everything on YouTube, on social media. I mean, in general. Fucking, I had to get it here. Fucking mosquitoes are eating me, man. I thought cigarette smoke would help me, but I should have known that it's fucking when it's almost raining. When it's almost raining, the fucking and it's like damp, overcast, just waiting to rain. The fucking mosquitoes are just waiting for you to. Mosquitoes are just waiting to sink their stinger in you, so they can put a lump on you. And if they got the West Nile virus, to put that in you, because that's going. They'll say probably in a month's time, 2 months' time, that there's people sick up here with the West Nile, like they do every year. And the same shit goes on every year up here in Canada anyway. But anyway, that being said, today's a miserable day. But it's miserable outside. But I will say one thing. At least I'm up and able to walk. Right? At least Father Satan is granting me that much. Father Satan gives me that much. And the demonic. So I'm very thankful to him for that. Every morning when I get up, and I think every Satanist, in my honest opinion, every morning when I get up, I thank Father Satan for another day that I actually woke up. I thank Lord Satan for that every single day, and I'm not joking, I really do. I thank Father Satan for that, for letting me, give me the honor, for me being able to wake up, and to be able to, the opportunity to be able to walk and everything, basically everything. Because, fuck are you looking at? Nosy Parker? Nosy bitch? But anyway, no, with that being said, I think each one of us as individuals, because obviously Satanism, sure, we can talk to other Satanists, things of that nature, learn from each other, which is what we're supposed to do on the left-hand path. But we have to communicate with each other to learn. Well, I suppose, yeah, we still do. Or we don't. We can get up, we can just use books or whatever. Or we can learn from the demonic themselves. And from Father Satan himself. As our ancestors used to do. Because they had no books, only their own little book of shadows. That's all they had. All they had was their own little book, grimoires. That's it. And a lot of them never even really had grimoires. They kept everything inside their head. They kept everything up in their head. Because they were afraid to have a grimoire. Because if they got caught with a grimoire, you know what would have happened to them. They pretty much would have been slaughtered. Which is basically what happened to a lot of them anyway. Which in my opinion is pretty fucking sad. Actually, it's very sad now that I think about it. I think about it as fucking ridiculous. Because when I really put thought into it, and I see how many of the ancients, how many of our ancient ancestors, who were, worshiping demons, worshiping Father Satan, King Lucifer, any of the demonic, all the black witches that used to be, I think about how many of them have died over their beliefs. And when somebody gets told off now by somebody on Facebook, on, say, social media, if somebody tells somebody off for, because they don't like a post they made, or they don't like this, they don't like that, they get all pissed off and all upset. Like it's the end of the fucking world. It's not the end of the world yet, but it soon will be. But, but that being said, end of the world aside, they have no idea of what they're, like, people get so upset when somebody says something bad about them on social media. The way they act is like somebody told them the way they act is like somebody told them that it's the end of the world. Like you got 5 minutes, that's it, period. Right? And that's the truth. That's the way people act nowadays. They get so I don't even know the word to use. They get so sucky babyish and whiny. Oh, more graffiti. They get so sucky baby and whiny, they act like kids. Kids, they act like teenagers. Meanwhile, this is grown-ass people. Like full-grown adults, females and males. And then they have people, then all they do is they have people whining. When someone gives a bad remark to a video they did, or somebody gives a bad remark to a post that they made, or something like that, and they get all upset and all upset. You know what? What if Father Satan got like that? What if he got like that? What if Father Satan, King Lucifer, Lord Belial, Lord Leviathan, beautiful Queen Lilith, King Asmodeus, King Azazel, Lord Dandelion, Lord Proxel, Lord Beelzebub, King Pazuzu, every demon in existence, and demoness in existence. What if they got like that? What if they got all upset and pissed off and everything under the sun? Just because somebody was fucking, just because somebody, you know, because the right-hand path crowd were talking negative about them. They've been talking negative about Father Satan forever. They have. And they still do, and they always will as long as they can. As long as they got a bread of life in their body, and they can, they always will. But you know what? Father Satan just brushes all that shit off. He remembers it. Don't get me wrong. He'll never forget any of it. That I can guarantee you. He won't forget none of it. And I don't blame him, because I wouldn't either. And when I hear someone talking trash about Father Satan, and if I'm close to him, I don't like flip right out on him, but I ask them to prove it. I'd say, you prove everything that Father Satan has done wrong, and then it'll be my turn. And I'll prove everything that your so-called giant tree hanger and his old man done wrong. So-called old man done wrong. I said, and then we'll find out who's right and who's wrong. Then we'll find out who murdered more people. We'll find out who ganked more people. And who caused more people to die and be killed. Father Satan or your so-called, the so-called God that ye call, the thing that ye call God. Not Father Satan. I can guarantee you, Father Satan has not killed billions of people. And I'm going to say billions. I'm not even going to say in the millions. Throughout history, be it through tragedy, be it through earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, monsoons. Well, that's what they call hurricanes over in the Pacific, is monsoons. Fires, everything, you name it. And look at the people that's dying today. I'll just use over in the Middle East, for example. Over in Syria. I'll use Syria as an example. Now, you mean to tell me that that's all Father Satan's fault? No, it's not. Because it's all over stupid religion. And of course, what religions are they? The giant religions. They're not Satanism. It's not Satan, not true Satanism, not traditional Satanism, theistic Satanism, anti-cosmic Satanism, anything to do with Satanism. It has all to do with fucking the ones that are over there. And religion. There's more people after dying in this world because of religion than anybody can count on one hand throughout history. Nobody can count them. There's too many throughout history. There's nobody can count them. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they got a photographic memory or not. They can't. There's too many for the human brain to count. But anyway, all I had to say, man, we got to give more love out to demons. Or we have to show new people that are coming into the left-hand path and into Satanism. True Satanism, that is. You know, not LaVeyan, not, you know, don't get me wrong, I like LaVey had the right ideas, and he did help open the Western world to the occult and the left-hand path and Satanism. But I just don't like the way that Church of Satan went by saying that you know, Father Satan, that saying that there's no such thing as, they don't believe in Father Satan, they don't believe in Queen Lilith, King Lucifer, none of them. And the Temple of Satan went the same way, which is bullshit. You know, because if it wasn't for Father Satan, they wouldn't even have had that statue, in my opinion. Wouldn't have been able to get the money to build that statue on behalf of me, which I love. I love the statue, but I hate I hate their beliefs, because they don't believe, according to them, they don't believe in Father Satan. Now, how do you think that makes people that are new coming into the left-hand path? How do you think that makes them feel? And think they come into the left-hand path, and you know, they go in some groups and they see that the groups actually do believe in a true Father Satan, a real deity, and many real deities include, you know, speaking of different demons, and they've been told by the fucking Temple of Satan that Satan don't exist. So that kind of fucks them up in the head and confuses them. And that's where people like me, people that have been on the path for years, that's where we need to step in. Step up, step in, and do our best. Of course, we'll be led by probably our patron or matron demon. But that's cool too. That's great, actually. I think we should just help them out the best we can. They got questions, and if we can answer them, answer them. And I'm being honest, and I don't anything to do when I talk about left-hand path, the occult, Satanism, true Satanism, whatever. I tell the truth of what I know. Okay? And if I don't know, I try to find out. And if I can't find out, I try to find somebody that can, or I do a lot of research to find out. And I'm not joking, I really do. I might look like I read a lot, but I read a lot. And I'm not joking, I truly do. I read and write a lot. But anyway, we need to help. I'm just saying that we need to help out the newer people to Satanism, because a lot of them are confused. They're very confused, because they look at Church of Satan and look at their beliefs. Then they look at Temple of Satan and look at their beliefs. Then they think of traditional Satanism, spiritual Satanism, Theistic Satanism, anti-cosmic Satanism, and they see that, well, you know, then they got to go with whatever way they're led, and hopefully we can lead them in the right way, which is Father Satan's way. With that, I got to go, because it's starting to pour fucking rain, and I got to go to the store. I got to run over across the road to the corner store. And I'll talk to you next. I love every one of my true brothers and sisters 100%. Ave Satanas.